Hey guys, I'm coming back to you with this video about my Nicholas Cage Blu-ray collection. Nicholas Cage is one of my favorite actors. He is one of the most daring, unusual, risk-taking and just plain excellent actors working in Hollywood today. Unfortunately, his output has really declined in recent years, where he's been making a lot of sort of films just for the money. His career took a big nosedive, where he's right now making movies directly to Blu-ray or to DVD. When he used to be a huge movie star, where he used to pack movie houses full with films like Rock and just anything, any action movie that he made, like Face Off. So without further ado, I'm going to talk about the good part of his career, the films that I really love, that I have in my collection. I don't have every movie that I love of Nicolas Cage, but quite a few. So the first one is Matchstick Man. It's a film with Nicolas Cage, Sam Rockwell, and Alison Lohman, and it's directed by Ridley Scott, an unusual departure from his usual big-budget sci-fi or historical action adventures. This is a small comedy thriller. It's about a group of two con men, basically a lot of double crosses, a lot of surprises. It's set in like it's a small film, even though it's an excellent film. It's set in suburbs, lots of sunlight, lots of just empty parking lots and just houses, and but it's a character study. So Nicolas Cage is excellent here, and Sam Rockwell is always a revelation. And I think Ridley Scott, as far as you know, made only two movies like this, and he made The Counselor, which is the dark, gritty thriller with Brad Pitt and Cameron Diaz, Javier Bardem. So otherwise, he's made a lot of sci-fi films like Mad Max and Alien movies. But this movie is highly recommended. It's actually a great transfer on Blu-ray. So the next one is The Family Man. Again, Nicolas Cage and Téa Leoni. So it's a excellent sort of Christmas comedy. It's basically another It's a Wonderful Life for the modern times. It's about a man who just one day wakes up, and he's he's a successful executive. He doesn't have a family, but then one day he wakes up and he has this family. So basically another sort of opportunity that he never took actually happened in his parallel life, and what would happen to him and how he's going to adjust. It's a very good film, highly recommended. The next one is Lord of War. So Nicolas Cage is in it, and he plays weapons dealer. I think it might be based on a real character or not, I'm not sure. It's a good movie. It's not a movie I would watch every day, but it has excellent performance from Nicolas Cage. The next one is a John Woo film called Windtalkers. It's one of two films that he made with John Woo, Nicolas Cage made with John Woo. The second one, of course, is the famous Face Off. And this is the war film, and also co-stars, I believe it co-stars, let's see, who does it? No, nobody famous. So, but it's a really cool movie. The next one is a huge hit for Nicolas Cage. It's called Face Off. It's a John Woo film. It's an action thriller / sci-fi. It's about a criminal. It's about a super criminal who is who is in jail, and the cop who needs to go undercover, basically wearing his face in order to get the secret about the plan of the super criminal out from the brother of super criminal. It's a very complicated film. It's really good. It has over-the-top performance from Nicolas Cage and excellent supporting performance from John Travolta. The next one is just a fun sort of a action candy. It's called Gone in 60 Seconds. It's about a car thief who is blackmailed to steal a certain number of cars in I think like in one day or something, and he basically builds a team of crooks who go after these cars. It's just full of amazing car action. It's even, in my opinion, it's better than Fast and Furious if you like fast cars, and it co-stars Angelina Jolie. It's a really cool film. And then the next one is one of the biggest hits of Nicolas Cage is Con Air. It's about a criminal who is in a plane full of super dangerous criminals. The plane goes down, and this criminal has to team up with a air marshal played by John Cusack and stop these super criminals, including John Malkovich and Steve Buscemi. It's a over-the-top action film, and I believe it's let's see, it's directed by Simon West, but it's one of the Jerry Bruckheimer films, produced by Jerry Bruckheimer, and you can clearly tell it's a Jerry Bruckheimer type of an action film. And the next one is another Jerry Bruckheimer produced film, another huge hit from Nicolas Cage, and it co-stars Sean Connery and Ed Harris. It's a rock. It's set on Alcatraz. It's about criminals and action. It's lots of explosions. It's a very cool film. And then the next one is the character study. It's about an alcoholic. It's a sad man who wants to die, so basically from drinking, and a prostitute who becomes his friend and his lover, but unfortunately cannot save this man. Excellent performances from Nicolas Cage and Elizabeth Shue. And a bit of a fun. The last two films are just fun films. One is It Could Happen to You, about a cop who wins in a lottery, but he promises the waitress half of his winnings as the tip, and what happens after. It's just sort of Capra-esque comedy, romantic comedy, small town, lots of feel-good adventures. Highly recommend it. And the last one I have in my collection is Honeymoon in Vegas. It's a comedy set in Vegas. That's all I can say. It's James Caan, Nicolas Cage, Sarah Jessica Parker, and it's just a fun comedy, sort of clearly like 90s style comedy with big stars and funny situations. It's like a sitcom transferred to a movie. I also recommend it. Okay, so thanks guys, thanks for watching. Please subscribe, give thumbs up to this video, and watch my other videos, including Blu-ray collection videos and just a lot of fun things. Thanks, and see you later.